Good morning, everyone. I hope you are all good and welcome to my session for Moroccan beef koftas. My name is Nadia. For those of you who never been in, joined us or joined any sessions, I am running the Moroccan food business, Moroccan food culture business, and I teach recipes from authentic Moroccan food. Okay, so today we are going to make some Moroccan koftas. Well, kofta, the word kofta this means in Arabic the minced beef or minced lamb or minced any meat. So any meat that's minced, we call it kofta. Could be chicken, could be fish, could be anything. That's the word for the minced meat. So we are going to use I would say about 250 grams of meat kofta of kofta or minced meat, minced beef. Then we are going to add some onions, some coriander and parsley if you have any. You can use mint, you can use dried mint, or you can use fresh mint. If you have any thyme, you can chop some fresh thyme or dry thyme. You can chop some and add it in it. It's good to use herbs because what you do when when you are using herbs such as thyme or oregano or anything with meat, what you are doing is just putting something so that can help your digestion really. That's when, if you have any problems digesting meat or anything, that would help to ease it. So then we have the magic box. You know, I love this box because it's so colorful and I just like the colors, and I always encourage people to, if they have anything like this, just to look at it. It's really pretty. So we are going to use cumin today, turmeric, a bit of coriander powder, a bit of ginger, and some paprika, and I'm going to use a bit of pepper as well, black pepper. Chili powder, you can either use a bit of chili powder if you like it's a bit hot. It's not necessary, koftas are not necessary hot. You can make them like not hot and just make them to suit you really. A bit of chili powder, or you can make we are going to make some yogurts, so we can use, usually you can use harissa, but today I'm just going to use a bit of chili with the yogurt, so you can have it like a sauce. Okay, so this is our ingredients. For salad, we have lettuces, we have some spinach. You can use some spinach, and I have some onions, tomatoes, and cucumber. And that's again, it's up to you what you are using for your salad to go with the with the meat. And I am using some wraps. You can use pita bread, but I don't have a pita bread. I just thought I'll use the wraps. You can make your own pita bread if you want to. So it's entirely up to you, really, how you want to do it. So I would say about really a medium size onion. And don't be shy about the onions because that would just give it a good taste. Some coriander. Again, a tablespoon and half. And I am not shy with these with the spices because I just love to use a lot of spices. That's basically what it is. And well, not only the spices, but the coriander and parsley and mint, all these things. They are really very good for the meat. And the key to good koftas or well, we call them koftas. You can make them like koftas long, or you can make them like burgers or whatever you feel like you want to do them. I'll show you all the different shapes, and you can do what you think. Is a bit of fat. It's naughty, but it's a bit of fat in the meat. So when you buy the meat, I think the best thing is to buy about like 10% at least, if not too much, because if it's too much again, you become too greasy. But a good minced or good koftas are made with a bit of fat in them. It's naughty, but that's it. Like today, if you can see the meat, it's not very fatty, and that's I bought 5% fat. But what I will do, I will add a bit of oil within the mix, so that would give it that bit of fat of or extra fat. So turmeric, about teaspoon, half teaspoon of pepper, half teaspoon of ginger. I would put a teaspoon of paprika, teaspoon of cumin, and about half teaspoon of coriander powder, a tiny bit of chili, just a bit, very little. If you don't like chili, don't put it in. Then we need a bit of salt. Obviously, the salt is necessary. So, bit of salt. Sorry. And we need a bit of mint. Like I said, you can, if you have fresh mint, you can chop some fresh mint in. Whatever herbs you have, if you want to mixture, like thyme and oregano, they go well as well. So that's it. That's what we need. And what we do, yes, a bit of olive oil. And like as you see, it's no breadcrumbs, no eggs, nothing. It's just that's how it is. And if I say abroad, while you, the authentic koftas, and like I'm doing, this is it's done at the butcher. The butchers, they usually, you ask him to put the spices. He's got the mix. He knows what's in it, and all these spices that I put in, and he put the onions and the coriander in when he mix it. So if you want to do that, if you are making your own mince, you can just chop the onions and the coriander, throw it in with the meat, and just mix it in your food processor, or if you have a meat processor or whatever, that's what you do. And like I said, give it a good squeeze. I promise I wash my hands. So a good, like you do in a dough, and that's what you need to work all them spices in, and that's really basically what you do with the koftas. Another tip, if you don't want to buy a very fatty or fatty meat, what you can say, or fatty minced meat, what you can do is use the suet vegetarian, or if you have the other one, the animal one, you can mix it with, and that would give it a bit extra. You can control it then, because when you do that, you will be able to control the how much fat goes into your meat. So that's something that you can do. Okay, so once you do that, you leave it to rest. That's how. So just put it on to one side. and we'll come back to it, and I'll just wash my hands. Rinse them. Okay, so once I do that is done, what I'll do now is prepare my salad. And what I'm going to do, a small salad, not too much. Well, if you have a family, obviously, if you're cooking for your family, you can, for a bigger family, just make a big salad. But this morning, I'm just going to make it smaller. Just chop everything smaller. What you can use red cabbage if as a salad, and just chop shred it like this, very fine. If you want to something challenge a change from the lettuces, you can use red cabbage and make it very small, then make it like a salad with some with what I'm going to do here. So that's our, then we'll have the onions, and everything goes here is, because it's very small again, really. All these little things are have the onions. You can add as much or as a little as you like. If you like too much onion, you add more. If you don't, just add few, and just make them like so. Then you can add tomato, just slice. And tomatoes always they are a bit softer, but you can have like firm tomatoes, so it doesn't make your lettuce wet and soggy. So that's it. The next bit, so this is really more or less done. What I would add here is so just few leaves of coriander, and just put, if you like spinach, you can add few leaves of spinach, and all that will go within with your wrap. So it's really just one way to give your salad a different textures and different things. So this will be what we are going to put in with the wrap, or with the pita bread or whatever. Really, with us, we always used pita bread. Yeah, and the reason why we use it, because it's like a pocket and we put everything in. So that's but it's okay if you don't have it, use what you have or what you usually buy. Don't, or make them next time I'll make some with you. Okay, so a bit of chili with the, I will just put it on to one side. So all these chili as well with, so take the seeds out if you, just in case you don't want a lot of heat. So I'll just leave it there. So that's another, just take this away. Okay. Okay, so once we do that, we are going to make this the sauce, which is yogurt, natural yogurt. And if you want to get really thicker yogurts, you can, so you can make it like a base. This one is a bit runny, which is, you can just make it like on the top. Some lemon, a bit of coriander, if you don't have if you want to, you can add, like I said, you can add harissa, bit of salt. So that's your yogurts, and bit of chili if you want to. The chili you can just sprinkle it on the top of you with your so all these little things are extra things to make your wrap. Okay. Now once we do all this, so we have the yogurt, we have the salad all cut up. Now the next bit what we are going to do is to make the koftas. So what we do when we do these koftas, we usually just go like this, and we just make them like so. If you have skewers, you can do the same thing on the skewers. So that's how you want them, like little fingers. You have to think that they shrink when you cook them. They go a bit smaller. So if you don't want that shape, you can cook them on the hob, or you can cook them under the grill, or you can cook them on the barbecue. So if you're baking them on the barbecue, make sure they are a bit bigger, because with the barbecue they might go too small and they go to the fire. But what you can do before you put them on, you brush your barbecue grill with some oil. So that would be really good way to stop them sticking to the grill, at the same time to cook, and for you to be able to turn them, and they don't take a long time, and that's why we call them. That's it. That's the shape that you want. So you see, you want this shape like that. And if you want to make them like a burgers, you just go like this, turn like that, and just flatten them, and that would give you a little burger. So mini burger, or then you can. So that's basically what you do to them. So that's it, something like that. The other thing what you can do with this is you can make you can cook them in the tomato. You can just make them like meatballs and cook them in the tomato, just smaller like this. And that's make your sauce, your tomato sauce, and just put the meatballs in. You don't have to start them in a pan or anything. You just put them in, and all that juice from the sauce would go through to them. So all these little tips, you can. It's a versatile. If you are living by yourself, this is might be too much for one meal. So what you can do, you can half a meatballs and half barbecue, or under the grill. So or you can make it like this and put the cellophane or cling film between the meats and put them in a container, then freeze half and put half in the and cook half. So and they are ready for you for next time you want to have a barbecue, or if you want just a burger or something. So it's a versatile. So I'm just thinking about all the solutions or different ways for a person who's by themselves. Or hi Colleen, good morning. Sorry, I'm talking without looking at the. Okay, so this is basically what we do, and that's how it looks like. And like I said, this you can freeze this. If you buy the meat, you come and put all the ingredients in and prepare it. Make these little fingers. Then after that, you are ready to cook it. And now we are going to go to get that done. So I'll just leave that for now. Just clean my hands, wipe them. Sorry. Okay, so let's get started with the cooking. I don't know about where you are, but we have rain here. It's raining. So just once you prepared everything and you have the meat ready, what you have to do is you take a pan. If you can, like I said, you can either cook them under the grill or on a barbecue if you have in a barbecue, or in a frying pan if you are at home. So it's a variety of options to how to cook them. So what I'm going to do is I would just heat the pan first, then put a bit of oil, about a teaspoon of tablespoon of oil, and just warm it really right through. Just get this closer so it's you can see what I'm doing. So this is our pan now, and I'm just waiting for it to warm up. You might say to me how I would know, but I will show you how you would know it's cooked inside and all that. So it's because some people might be wary about how to cook the meat, which is a normal thing. You want the meat to be cooked well. What you don't want is to make them dry. So if they are, that's why when you buy koftas, you usually buy them with a bit of fat, because you don't want the dry burgers or dry koftas or whatever. You don't want that. You want them to be cooked just right and not too dry. So you need that sizzling sound. I don't know if you heard that, but you need the sizzling bit. So and that's now it's warm, it's hot enough for us. So it's not much, like just a bit of oil. Then if you have meat with the fat, don't put any oil, just put them in on the, and if it's non-stick pan as well, I know this. So you need that sizzling sound, that's the key to it. Then the next one, the burger there, just to so if you can hear that sizzling sound, that's a sign of the cooking. So I just get a plate. So once it's that, you can just go with your spatula or whatever, then turn them. You can see, can you see? That's the color you wanted. You don't want them burnt, but just right. Yeah. With the electric hob, it's really difficult, but on the grill you can control this more. So while this is cooking, what I'll do is I usually put this in the oven, then they are, or in the microwave, just to warm up a bit. So you want them to warm up. I'll just use one by one. So what I'm doing here is I'll take a bit of lettuce, a bit of onion, a bit of everything really, coriander, onions, and just prepare my my base. So you can see they are cooking now. And you can see that they are cooked through. It's no, when you press them like that, you won't see any blood coming out or anything from the meat. It's no red, like we do with any meat really. And like I said, you don't want them burnt. Just right. A bit of red chili if you like it. There. Then you take our kofta and put it like so. That's one. For those of you, if you want to wrap it, like to make it, just that's how you do it. So you go like that at the end, this end, and you just roll one side like so. You put a bit of sauce on this one. That's our sauce there. You don't want it to be dripping, but just right. Then you just go one side there, like a plate, fold this here, then fold like so, and that's your wrap there, or whatever you want to call this kind of food. give it a good rub and just turn it. Go to the side like that. Then we'll do another one. And this is something that you can share. You can just put it in the middle of the table, and usually that's how it's really shared with friends and with the family, and it's really good, a good way. Everyone they can help themselves. So you turn it there, then you go this side and you rub, give it a good rub, and that's how it looks. You see, if you have a look. Oops, I'll have to switch this off. So that's our wrap there. Look. So I have to, and you can. So once you have them like that, that's basically what we're looking to achieve. That's the way to eat it, and it's easy, if you can say how it's. So yeah, that's. Yes, they are really lovely, and they are easy to make as well. And you can, it's like I said, it's a sharing platter, which is really a good thing about summer, when we want to share all the food we like with our friends and our families. This is something that you can make, and really pretty and delicious, and you made it. So I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope you will make the koftas, and if I would love to see your photos. If you can share them with me, it would be very appreciated. Please take a look at my Instagram and my Facebook page, and just follow me. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us this morning. Bye now. Bye everyone. I'll be answering your questions.